Hi, I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings, and I think this will probably be the last update from the butterfly house for the 2023 season. Kind of give you a little background here to the butterfly house. Back in April, actually the end of April, beginning of May, I brought in about 80 of the monarch caterpillars, and we just couldn't figure out where they were going. Well, we found out that we had frogs in here that was eating those caterpillars. So we had to go ahead and find all of those frogs, get them out of here, and then I brought in another batch of the monarch caterpillars, 40 that second time, and I believe that was more mid to end of May. And those 40 caterpillars have blessed us with thousands of caterpillars and butterflies this season. So if you've seen any of my YouTube videos doing our butterfly releases, I just feel like they are so magical to watch. If you haven't watched them, head back to YouTube and check them out. But I would say overall, even though the season was a slow start, it was a wonderful season to be hosting and raising butterflies, the monarch butterflies. So I just went through and got as many as I could. There's about 50 of them or so right now in this cage. So I'm going to be releasing these outside. Also, there's still a few fluttering around, so we'll have to go get those in the next couple days. But right now, we're going to let these guys go outside so they can go off in nature, hopefully head down to Mexico and live there happily ever after. So some of the things that we experienced in the butterfly house this year is we obviously, once those initial 40 caterpillars got growing, which chrysalises and turned into butterflies, the butterfly house was just absolutely inundated with butterflies, which is a beautiful thing. We let over 2,000 butterflies go this year, so we're pretty excited for that. In addition, we've given away a few hundred, if not even more, caterpillars to different people who have visited the garden center and have purchased either a host plant for the caterpillars or a pollinator plant. So in the butterfly house, some of the things we were starting to notice as we were getting a lot of caterpillars is that our milkweed was getting absolutely stripped of its foliage. So we were seeing sticks. So what we were doing is we were bringing in, like you're seeing here, pots of milkweed from back in the greenhouse so that we could keep replenishing the food supply, because without the milkweed, those monarch caterpillars had nothing to eat. So we just kept bringing in more and more so that way we could have food for those caterpillars. So right now things are definitely slowing down for the season. I feel like the caterpillars and the butterflies kind of know what time of year it is. I think it's just something internal that they can sense. We do still have a few caterpillars in here as I'm looking. I'll grab one here and show you. So this here is a pretty big caterpillar. I would say within a day or two he's going to be off ready to go spin his chrysalis. So then that will be a butterfly that we'll have to release here shortly. But definitely things have started slowing down, and for that we are grateful because it is the end of the season. So we are going to actually head outside and release these 50 butterflies that we have here, let them go off into nature. So let's head outside and do a wonderful butterfly release. So if you are in the area of Zeeland, Michigan, or would like to take a stop out, the butterfly house is usually pretty active with butterflies from June until September or so. So we'd love to have you come out and experience this butterfly house for yourself. But let's go ahead and unzip the enclosure. Sometimes they're a little shy, which seems kind of silly. You'd think they'd be just so excited to get out of here and get out into nature. But I feel like sometimes they just get kind of comfortable in their settings. Well, there was one that's excited to go. So we'll just let them kind of fly off. We've got plenty of plants for them to land on and enjoy. Sometimes it just takes a little coaxing, you know. Here we have a male, the little black dots on his tail tells me he's a male, and he acts like he's cold. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. The bigger ones I'm sure will be the ones that will make their way south. Here's a female, no spots on that bottom tail or bottom wing. Come on, Gail. Fly away and be free. Goodness. Like I said, it's crazy how they're just shy sometimes. Give them a little shake. There we go. That's helping. Come on. I try not to touch the wings when I do this. I just want to let them kind of naturally go, get underneath their feet. There we go. There's always those few children that just don't want to leave home, right? They're very comfortable. This is a littler one. And the last one of the season. We hope you've enjoyed the butterfly house and all the monarch releases that we've done this year. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. And if you're new to the station, we invite you to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings.